Cooper Flagg is the real deal, make no mistake about it. He's got the whole package. He is something special to behold.
3 words for Cooper Flagg: real bleeping deal. This dude showed us the complete package.
If the Dallas Mavericks are healthy, they could easily ascend to being the favorites in the Western Conference.
Cooper Flagg's NBA debut just shook the Summer League, and he's just getting started. The Las Vegas Summer League is officially underway. And as expected, it's delivered more drama, talent, and intensity than most fans could have hoped for. But let's keep it real. Nobody's tuning in for final scores or team standings. It's not about who wins the tournament. It's about the players. And this year, it's about one player in particular. Cooper Flagg, the #1 overall pick in this year's NBA draft. And let me tell you something, he has arrived. For years, Flagg's name has floated through gyms, forums, and draft projections like a future prophecy. A once-in-a-generation two-way player with ridiculous instincts, size, and athleticism. But hype is one thing. Living up to it on an NBA court, that's a whole different ballgame. And now, we've finally seen it. Cooper Flagg's first few appearances in the Summer League haven't just confirmed the buzz, they've ignited it. Let's start from the top. Game 1. A modest start, with serious flashes in his debut. Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks took on Bronny James and the Los Angeles Lakers, a matchup that immediately drew headlines. While Flagg didn't light up the stat sheet in his first outing, you didn't need numbers to see what he brought. The flashes were there. The poise, the feel for the game, the defensive rotations, the willingness to attack. You could feel it in the air. This kid wasn't nervous. He was calculating. But then came Game 2. And this was where the real show began. Game 2, the showdown. Flagg versus Dylan Harper 2 days later. Dallas faced off against the San Antonio Spurs, led by none other than the 2nd overall pick, Dylan Harper. If the first game was a warm-up, this one was a fire starter. It was the most anticipated matchup of the entire Summer League, and both players knew exactly what was on the line. Reputation, bragging rights, and a massive opportunity to make a statement. And Cooper Flagg, he dominated. Flagg dropped 31 points on nearly 48% shooting, grabbed for rebounds, added an assist, and did it all while carrying the offensive load for Dallas, who, as a team, only managed 69 points. That means Flagg was responsible for nearly half of his team's entire output. And these weren't empty, highlight-chasing buckets. These were NBA-level shots. Smart reads, sharp adjustments. And, most importantly, big-time results. Let's break down what made his performance so special. Play-by-play. Play 1, point forward potential unlocked in this possession. Flagg showcases something we didn't see much of during his time at Duke ball handling. At the top of the key, traditionally, Flagg operated more like a scoring forward. Think Pascal Siakam's role, attacking off the catch or creating from mid-post isolations. But here, Dallas challenged him to step into a point-forward role. And he delivered. Flagg takes the inbound pass, waits for a high ball screen, and then attacks left with confidence. The screener's defender steps up, but not fully. He's caught between committing to Flagg and sticking with the roller. All the window Flagg needs. With his own defender still trailing from the pick, Flagg stops on a dime, pulls up from mid-range, and drills it. That's composure. That's versatility. That's a 19-year-old reading an NBA-level defense like a pro. Play to elite defense. Doesn't matter. Next, we see Flagg face off against Carter Bryant, the best perimeter defender in this draft class, selected 14th overall by San Antonio. Unlike the previous play, no clean screen develops. Bryant sticks with Flagg denying him space. What happens next? Flagg goes left, not even his dominant hand, and finishes through traffic with a strong, controlled left-hand layup. That's against the best defender in the draft. And Flagg made it look easy. when a right-handed player attacks an elite defender on the weak side and still converts. That tells you everything you need to know about their confidence, skill, and balance. Play 3. The moment quarter-ending statement, "Dunk this play," might be the most electrifying moment of the entire game. With the shot clock off and the third quarter winding down, Dallas looks for a last shot. Ryan Nembhard wraps underneath and delivers the ball to Flagg on the wing. But there's a problem. The pass is nearly stolen by a rotating help defender. Flagg, sensing chaos, stays composed. The over-aggressive help defender stumbles. In that split second, Flagg attacks the gap with lightning speed. His original defender, caught ball watching, tries to switch out. Too late. Flagg explodes down the lane and throws down a violent dunk right over the help defense just before the buzzer. The crowd blown away. The message? Sent. Play for IQ in real time later in the game. Flagg once again showcases his adjustability. He brings the ball up the floor, dishes it off, and relocates to the top of the key. As the ball swings back, a defender anticipates the pass and jumps the lane. Unlike earlier, this time it's Flock's own defender making the aggressive play, but he overcommits. And Flagg punishes him differently than before. Rather than attacking downhill, he pulls the ball to his right and fires from 3 splash. This is what makes Cooper Flagg special. It's not just talent, it's how fast he adapts. How quickly he reads momentum, body angles, spacing, and pressure. It's the mental game that separates good rookies from great ones. Final thoughts. He's already ahead of the curve. What we witnessed wasn't just a rookie dropping 30 in Summer League. We saw a young player testing a brand new role, handling the ball like a lead guard, and adjusting to defensive coverages on the fly, and still producing efficiently. That's the part that hits hardest. Flagg wasn't playing safe. He was stepping out of his comfort zone, running pick and roll, creating his own looks, taking tough defensive matchups head-on, and he excelled. His shot-making, body control, footwork, and decision-making under pressure were all mature. Beyond his age, the Dallas Mavericks coaching staff has to be thrilled. They now know this isn't just a potential star. This is a player they can trust with the ball in his hands from day one. Cooper Flagg didn't just meet expectations. He gave us a preview of a future franchise cornerstone. And if this is what he looks like in July, just wait until October, because once the lights come on in the regular season, Cooper Flagg might not just be a rookie standout. He might be the face of a new era.
McMahon, what are your expectations for Flagg in his first season as rookie year?
Rookie of the year, a top 2 rookie season in Mavericks franchise history. This is a dude that you build around for a generation to come and never, ever even remotely consider trading.
If Cooper Flagg can maintain the dominance he's already shown in Summer League once the regular season begins, the Dallas Mavericks could become one of the most compelling stories in the NBA. And perhaps the biggest wildcard in the Western Conference. Make no mistake, the West is absolutely loaded. The Oklahoma City Thunder are fresh off one of the most dominant regular season runs in modern NBA history and brought back their entire core. Houston just made the biggest offseason splash by acquiring Kevin Durant, adding the future Hall of Famer to a young, fast, and aggressive roster that won 51 games last year without a consistent go-to scorer. Denver quietly made key veteran additions to re-establish themselves as a serious contender after being knocked off. Early last season, all of this makes it easy to overlook Dallas, but that might be a mistake. On paper, the Mavericks shouldn't be flying under the radar. Their roster isn't lacking in star power or experience. The real issue has always been health, and it still is. Anthony Davis, when fully healthy, remains one of the most impactful two-way bigs in the NBA. He anchors the defense, dominates the boards, and can put up 25 and 12 on any given night. But availability has often been his biggest enemy. Then there's Kyrie Irving. Coming off an ACL injury, he's expected to return around January. That timeline could change the entire dynamic of the team. At full strength, Kyrie is still one of the league's most lethal scorers and one of the most creative offensive minds the NBA has ever seen. Before Luka Doncic's departure, the duo of Kyrie and Luka was starting to form something dangerous, and now Cooper Flagg is stepping into that space. And that's where things get interesting. Cooper Flagg might only be a rookie, but he's not playing like one. From the moment he stepped on the floor in Summer League, Flagg has looked poised, polished, and unafraid. He's handled the ball like a seasoned guard, taken over games offensively, and adapted quickly to high-level defensive pressure. More than the stat lines, it's his maturity, decision-making, and ability to thrive under spotlight moments that stand out. Pair that version of Flagg with a healthy AD and a returning Kyrie, and suddenly the Mavericks have a big three that could cause problems for even the most elite teams. Add in the sharpshooting of Klay Thompson, the rim protection of Daniel Gafford, and the steady presence of Spencer Dinwiddie, and this becomes one of the more balanced rosters in the conference, even if no one's talking about them yet. Are the Mavericks legitimate title contenders this season? Probably not, at least not right away. The Western Conference is too competitive, and building chemistry with a newly formed trio always takes time. Flagg is still learning the NBA game. Kyrie's health is still a question, and AD's durability is never guaranteed. But don't be shocked if Dallas plays the role of disruptor, a team that ruins another franchise's playoff dreams, a team that pushes higher seeds to the brink, a team that reminds everyone why potential shouldn't be ignored, and long-term, the ceiling is even higher. If Cooper Flagg continues to develop, and if Kyrie and AD manage to stay on the floor, this group could make a deep playoff run as early as next year. Maybe even the kind of run that ends in the NBA Finals. It's a stretch, yes, but it's not out of reach. We've seen crazier things happen in this league. For now, one thing is clear. Cooper Flagg is real. He's not hype. He's not flash. He's substance. He's skill. And he just might be the beginning of a brand new chapter for the Dallas Mavericks, one that the rest of the West better not sleep on.